Finally, we are here and we're waiting for people to arrive. Waiting.
I haven't even got the notification yet.
Well, it's only just gone live. Oh well, nobody will probably join us now. Everybody's opening their presents and things, aren't they, Paul? Yes.
I'm there.
Are you there? Oh, lovely. So we're here.
But it doesn't say I'm there.
There's one person. Oh, hello.
Hi,
hello,
Samira.
Samira. Welcome. We've got 4 people now. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Brian. We had technical issues.
Oh.
Technically. Get yourself comfy, Paul.
Yeah.
That's it. Get yourself comfy.
Oh, now all the things have gone.
What things?
The comments.
Because they only stay there for a certain length of time.
Have you, Samira? Right.
We're very grateful, Samira. Thank you.
Can that be a bit closer?
Well, it can, but it'll show my wrinkles.
I think that's really bizarre that those comments vanish.
Well, don't get too hung up about it, Paul. You've got your phone there. You can use that as a method of communication.
I can, but
in
then
the modern
I'm
world.
looking down and you see my double chin.
And also don't talk over me, please, Paul, when I'm talking. Thank you. You wouldn't do that to the Queen. Don't do it to me. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Klein. Hi, Anne.
Hello there. Hello. Merry Christmas. Happy New Day.
I thought you were going to say New Year then.
I wasn't, because we're nowhere near New Year yet.
Well, we are. We're 1 week away.
Yes, and that's quite a long time in some people's books.
So what have we been doing this morning?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I've been doing things. I've been sorting seeds. And I've been doing my tax return.
I don't think we need that light on, do we?
Were you talking over me
then?
No,
we don't. Yes, I was, but I'm allowed to do that because...
And what else have I been doing? I've been doing a few things. I've been posting things, getting things ready to post.
Have you?
So, yeah, it's actually been quite a good morning so far. And we had a coffee, so that was nice.
We had crumpets for breakfast.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's the bready thing, not crumpet as in crumpet.
Can everyone hear us?
Hello, gone potties. I'm assuming you can all... Don't... There'll be feedback, Paul.
I was checking the volume. I hate the way that these comments, they vanish after a small amount of time. If people don't post something, then they vanish. They've just vanished.
Well, the problem is, Paul, we're not used to doing live shows. Anymore. We used to do a live show every week on it. Well, I did. Yeah. I used to do a live show. In fact, I did over 100 live shows on my own. I think you'll find, Paul, didn't I?
You did, and those 3 people really enjoyed them, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
But we haven't done it for such a long time, and the app, the controls on the app have changed. And being in our 50s, 39, we don't tend to keep up with things as quickly as maybe we should. So that's our fault.
But you said to me about 10 minutes before, we need to get ready because things have changed.
Yeah, I did, but I haven't checked out the changes. Yeah, so anyway, let's not go over and over old ground repeating ourselves.
When you said that, I thought you knew what the changes were.
No.
No, clearly not. No.
It's Christmas Day. I'm not going to sit here looking at bloody technology.
Things.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, Richard.
Hello, flavours and textures.
That's a nice one.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Hello, Richard. Hello, Heather. Some use Prism. I've never heard of Prism.
Is that another app that
never heard of
connects? We'll have a look at that.
We probably won't.
Well, I will. Anne, are we having anything special today? Not really.
No.
We had a chickpea loaf. It was actually in the freezer. We had a chickpea loaf and a roast a couple of days ago, and half of that chickpea loaf is still left. So we're having that later on today with the veggies that we picked from the allotment yesterday.
That you picked from.
That I picked, yeah, that I picked. And you may have seen now, I've uploaded to Planet Vegetaria the harvesting of the Christmas potatoes.
Hi Anna, welcome.
Hi Anna.
Yes, so nothing special. We don't really, to be honest, we don't really celebrate Christmas. We're not religious, and it's just an opportunity to have a day of doing very little. But actually, we will do things. It could just be a normal day. And we'll have our roast dinner like we normally have every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
you know, yeah. But it's also an opportunity to extend warm wishes and greetings to the people that follow us. So we acknowledge that the majority of people do celebrate Christmas and have a great time. So we respect that, and you know, it's just an ideal opportunity to connect. And also, one of the reasons that we do it is we also acknowledge that this year a lot of people will be on their own, and you know, we just want to make sure that we're playing our part in extending a little bit of joy and warmth to those people, touching the hearts of millions around the world. Well, 50 odd people around the world.
Yeah, there we are.
Which is love. No, I mean, you know, you got to do your bit. I think, and actually I feel quite strongly about this. I think if you are on social media and you do make videos and you do provide entertainment, it's kind of a public service for the however many people you reach. And I think you do have a responsibility to try and provide some heartwarming entertainment or some joy. I think you've got a responsibility to do that. And, you know, when it gets to this stage in our social media career, it is important to do that. Sorry, I've got a running nose now. Have we got any tissues in here, Paul? I'm going to use my sleeve, sorry. It's only a little bit.
Hi, Sherry, Tony, Richard, and Marianne, I think.
It's just annoying how the comments keep disappearing. I'm not sure how we retrieve the settings.
I think we mostly can't.
No, I don't think we can.
No.
I think we can, actually. Look, there's a little thing
Chat
there.
box.
Oh.
All
messages are visible. Lovely.
Oh, look, we can see them now.
Lovely. You see, I've solved the problem.
Oh, fantastic. Look at that. That's great.
Lovely.
That's great.
So, we're a bit behind there, aren't we? Are we?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. Hi, Tony. Hi, Marianne.
Yeah, we've said that.
Have you said that?
Yeah.
Have I got ghost stories? Ghost stories. Not ghost stories as such. I mean, a few things have happened to me. Pardon?
They've gone again. Oh. You chat. Let me have a look.
I think they just go when people aren't saying things.
I
Paul.
think that's silly.
So just stop getting hung up about such silly things.
Hi, Jeanette.
Paul. Hi, Jeanette. Ghost stories? No, not really. I mean, I have had a few things happen to me over the years. We've had a few things happen in this house, but to be honest, we're not really. I mean, if I saw a ghost, I would say hi. I wouldn't be particularly frightened, unless it was horrific. But I don't really believe in those things. I think it's all to do with the human brain and the imagination. I do. So not really. I don't really have any ghost stories to tell.
But what's your favourite ghost story?
What, as in written by somebody else?
Well, or written by yourself.
Favourite? I don't really have a favourite, Paul. But
my favourite is The Signalman by Charles Dickens.
You didn't let me finish, Paul.
I think it's one of the best ghost stories ever written. I really do. I think it's excellent. And what's your choice?
I'm just trying to think about the things that have happened in this house. There's been a few shadows, unexplained shadows. I think probably the scariest one was the episode a couple of weeks before Peanut died, our cat. In our bedroom, we've got 3 blinds, so 3 windows. And at night, you can just see through the furthest one, you can see a little bit of light from the street light. So kind of when you're roused at night in bed and you open your eyes, you can see the street light coming in. And I remember one night I woke up and I looked over to the corner and I thought, why can't I see the street light? And I thought to myself, the streetlights must have been turned off, but that doesn't tend to happen on our street.
No.
The streetlights don't go off. And I sat there looking, and I suddenly realized that it was almost as though something very large and very dark was stood in the corner of the room. And in my mind, it was like death was visiting. And I thought to myself, death has come to take our cat. So I grabbed her and I held her tightly and I just tried to go to sleep. And I did go to sleep. And I kind of said to you in the morning, something really weird happened last night. So that was quite spooky, but it didn't frighten me because I kind of just sort of accepted it. I don't know. It was really weird. We'd also lost our friend as well a couple of weeks before. So
on Christmas Day.
It was kind of, it was a couple of years ago. So it was kind of all sort of tied in with that. And then, of course, we did lose our cat. She did pass away while she had to be put to sleep.
Yeah.
Not long after that. So, yeah, but again, you know, there's that state, isn't there? That state of mind between sleep and waking up, which can be a very strange part of the human brain. The brain can conjure up all sorts of illusions at that point. So, you know, I'm not quick to label things as paranormal. I much prefer to think of the brain as a very powerful tool of imagination and hallucination as well.
In fact, you don't mark things as paranormal, do you?
No. I'm the one that if I hear a noise, I'm the one that goes and has a look in the dark, like in the horror films.
Yeah, he also comes down the stairs in the dark first thing in the morning.
I do.
I say, put the light on.
And you know what I say? Look, if I'm going to fall down the stairs, it's not going to make a blind bit of difference whether the light's on or off.
Yeah, but then I have to deal with you falling down the stairs. I've done that once already. I don't want to do it again. So put the light on.
I don't think you did deal with that, Paul. I think that myself.
So, moving on. Have you had your Lindors, Richard?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
I've had Galaxy Caramel. Hi there, Kim. Hi, Kim. Hi, Anna.
Richard says that he saw a ghost at Galleries of Justice Museum in Nottinghamshire. Ooh. I'm having a look on my phone here because I can see the comments. They stay here where they vanish on the screen.
Have we had any trolls yet?
Not that I've seen.
No. Oh, that's good. No. We've normally had a troll or two by now. Yes.
So everyone's saying hello. Caroline says that her dad's ancestors lived in a house in Kingsbarns in Scotland and things moved about.
Well, things move about in this house as well. I can never find what I want.
No, but that's because you put it in something and then you forget what you put it in.
I will put things down and I'll go back and it's moved. That could be early onset dementia, of course.
So flavours and textures, saying that she didn't believe in paranormal until found out that her husband was experiencing the same in the house.
Ooh, lovely.
There we are. Marion says her niece came down the stairs in the dark and now her niece is in a cast.
Look, the one thing you've got to understand is that my eyesight is so terrible anyway, that if something was going to trip me up, it's going to trip me up. Nothing I can do about it.
Hi, Sally. Mark, yeah, as I was saying earlier before Richard interrupted me, we're having a roast with our Christmas veg and
we're having a chickpea roast, not a bird. We don't have dead birds in this house. Carry on, Paul.
No, you carry on.
Carry on.
No, you carry on.
No, you were talking about sprouts.
I wasn't talking about sprouts.
Oh.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Celit, about money disappearing from the account. It sort of does happen quite regularly. You didn't read that one, did you?
I did.
Did you?
Yes, yeah. I did see that, Paul.
So yeah, if you do want to make the chickpea loaf, we did do a video of it about a year ago. It must be a year ago, and it's good and tasty and very different to a nut roast, and also it's gluten-free as well.
Oh.
So for anyone who does, one of my big bugbears at Christmas, when you look at all the chefs saying what they're going to cook for their vegetarian friends, is the fact that most of the things that chefs seem to cook for Christmas don't have any protein in them.
No.
And it really, really frustrates me. You know, they say like we're baking a whole cauliflower in a cream sauce, and it's like
well, there is some protein in the cream,
not very much,
but not as much as you need per day. Go on.
Sorry, no, you were interrupting me again.
No, that was called interjecting.
And also, you know, there's so many things that I've seen in magazines or just on Facebook going past from the big supermarkets saying, oh, buy this stuffed mushroom with breadcrumbs and garlic for your vegetarian guests on Christmas Day. And it's like, really? No, there's no protein in that. There's going to be lots of vegetables, so that will be great. But where's the protein? But it so annoys me.
Also, when considering protein intake, you've got to remember that protein is actually what makes you feel full.
Yes.
You know? So if you eat a really lovely vegetarian meal that's carbolicious, you actually won't feel very full.
No.
It's the protein that makes you feel full. There we are.
Richard, how would you go about making a gravy, Mark says?
We're on a different couch today. And also, this camera is like a mirror image. It doesn't flip the image, so that's why it looks different. But we're on the other side of the room today. Sorry, how would I go about making a gravy? Well, a gravy is a roux. So it contains fat, flour, and then stock. So I would just make it the same way as normal, but my flavorings would be vegetable stock or Marmite. Marmite makes an excellent gravy. Yeah.
And actually, what Richard's forgotten to say is there is a video on Richard making gravy.
There is.
Isn't there?
Well, I made a...
quick one.
I made myself when you were out one night.
I was at a Social Farms and Gardens.
I made sausage and mash with a quick gravy, but it's a roux. I mean, like any other gravy, that's how we'd make it.
Yeah.
But actually, we normally cheat. We've got vegetarian gravy granules.
And what I do is we've got onion gravy and we've got vegetable gravy as well, granules, and I use a couple of teaspoons of both. I put in some yeast extract onto a teaspoon. I also put in some yeast flakes and I put in a bit of bouillon as well. So
that's vegetable stock
powder. And then obviously add the boiling water, everything melts together and it's rather nice. And if you like it on the sweeter side, a bit of raspberry jam or something like that will lift the flavour, the sweetness a bit.
What?
Well, like red currant jelly, that type
raspberry
of thing. Yeah, I used to put raspberry jam in. He wouldn't know anyway. He wouldn't know.
No, don't put jam in gravy. No. Hello, Pythonic Inertia. Hello, Sherry. Hello. Oh, no, sorry, Sherry. Yes, thank you. That's fine. Nancy. Hi. Lovely.
Yeah, it is. I mean, nut roast is, he's not a fan, but I do like nut roast, and I like our chickpea in a sandwich the next day, cold. You're not a fan of that, are you? He thinks of nut roast and things like that just as hot.
That's a hot meal.
No, it's got lots and lots of flavour in it. It's great in a sandwich, particularly with lettuce. Oh, we've got some lettuce leaves in the poly still.
Thank you, Anna. God, these comments are really annoying. Not the comments, but the way they keep disappearing. Yes, bouillon is great. And I'll tell you what, bouillon powder, a teaspoon of bouillon powder in hot water, in boiling water, lovely as a hot drink.
Yeah.
No, it is.
I know, you just said that. Yeah. Hi,
hello,
Lady Macbeth. Is that Anna? Yes, hi.
Hello,
Anna.
other Nancy. Lovely. So we've got 61 people here at the moment, which is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you, bloody thank you for joining us. Christmas Day 2020. And what a year, I was going to say what a day it's been. What a year it has been. If you haven't already seen Sunday Chat Moments of 2020, we can recommend that, because that's the only bloody Christmas special you're getting. Really. We've not done a Christmas special this year. You know what? It's just so much preparation to do that. Yeah, the last one we did was 2018, wasn't it? We green screened, we did the whole shebang. We did. It's still good. You can go and watch that one.
It is actually good, that. It is actually good, yeah.
We had special effects and everything.
Well, we're thinking about doing sort of some different things in the new year, aren't we?
Yes, we are. One of the ideas that I came up with the other day was that we may do like a weekly television review. I know we already do a little bit on Sunday Chat, and we'll still continue to do that. But we thought we might do Richard and Paul's TV Week.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
We did.
Because we do love a bit of television.
We do. We're really enjoying The Arrow at the moment.
But then you see what we could do.
Night.
Yeah, Paul, stay on subject. What we could do is go a little bit more in depth into those television programs and talk about them a little bit further and spend a little bit more time. Hi, Gabriella. Hi, Philippa.
Enjoy the
Why
snow,
we don't
Gabriella.
have Super Chat turned on. We've not actually looked at Super Chat yet as another way of earning money. We're quite happy with how we do things at the moment. It might be something for the future. But yes, thank you.
Gabriella, how are the tomatoes? That's what I want to know.
Hello, Amina.
You seem to be doing really well inside. We've got one so far, which is about 8 inches tall. That's the one that I dug out of the broad bean bed, and that's doing really, really well at the moment. Hi, Izzy. Hi, both of you.
Hi.
Watching on the laptop. That's great. And all the comments vanish.
So annoying.
It never used to.
No, it never. They used to stay there.
Is that what Super Chat is?
No, Super Chat's where you have these sort of emoji things.
Oh, is he saying that she's had to join on the phone because she can't read the comments on the thing either?
Yes, it is rather strange, but hey, we'll just have to carry on now.
Yeah. Hi, Sam. Oh, Caroline was watching RuPaul last week.
Oh,
which
lovely.
Was that must be a past series, I suppose, Caroline.
Well, we are going to be watching the new series, which we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because
when do they start? 1st of January?
I think it starts at the beginning of January. It's going to be a little bit different, I'm sure. I don't know how they've sorted it out during lockdown, but the one we watched, what was the one we watched? Was it All Stars, where they had to do it partially during lockdown? Where they had to finish, it was All Stars.
Was it All Stars?
Yeah, where they did that fantastic online. I mean, the editors of RuPaul are so good, aren't they? That's what struck us. So we're looking forward to that as well, which is good. Yes, lovely.
Yeah, but I think the new one is on VH1 in the US because we don't have it in the UK anymore. It stopped broadcasting here, but I think 2 years ago.
Surely it will come to Netflix.
And then I think it comes to Netflix the day after.
I mean, we are TV people. We do enjoy TV. We do enjoy a good film. We watched a good film the other night, but we better not say anything because we'll be reviewing that on Sunday Chat.
So Gabrielle has rooted 6 cuttings from her tomato that she's got growing in the house, which is great.
We've got one growing in the house as well.
Yeah. Did you hear me? I mentioned that about 5 minutes ago.
No, I switch off when you start talking about gardening.
Exactly.
I do.
Nancy has ordered seeds. Well, Nancy, what I did this morning, one of the things I did this morning is I've been meaning to send Marie some seeds that she's asked for, and I finally got round to packaging those up today, so they'll be going into the post. And I sorted out all of my seeds. So now in one single box in the fridge, I have all the seeds that I'm going to be sowing this year. So sort of October just gone to September next year.
Maybe you should buy one of those tiny little fridges.
I don't need to buy
that you could have
else.
Just for the seeds, Paul.
No, I don't need to. We don't, because we don't drink, we don't have lots of alcohol in one of our fridges anymore. So that makes way for the seed box.
We did used to have a fridge that was simply dedicated to champagne.
Yeah.
No, we did. Honestly.
We did.
We did used to drink champagne every Friday.
Yeah, we did.
Every Friday.
Or Brian's made a homemade vegan Italian sausage. Are you going to share that, lovely, Brian, on Planet Vegetaria, please? I'd love to know how that's turned out and how you've made it.
Lovely. Those bloody comments. What on earth is going on, Paul? I don't like this machine we're doing this on. This tablet thing. Okay.
One of the contenders made a pride costume. That will be Nina, won't it? On RuPaul. Nina Dudar, she made a pride costume. I think she wins Miss Congeniality, actually. Which we watched a bit of yesterday with Sandra Bullock.
Don't give the details away. Poor Caroline's spoiled. You've spoiled it for her now, Paul. Lovely. So
Kim put up? I can't see
now,
that.
Oh dear, this is ridiculous. These comments. Okay. Lovely. Thank you. So, what's in store for the rest of the week, Paul? What day is it? Where are we? Who are we? What is the year?
So it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Oh.
Is when we record Sunday Chat.
Yes.
Lovely. Brian's just sent a
picture of the vegan. Oh, lovely.
Vegan sausage.
I do
Brian's
like
just sent
sausage.
Me a photo of his vegan sausage.
Lovely, Brian.
That looks
Thank
great.
You. Well done.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, when you don't heat a room, it gets very cold. My grandparents' house, when we were kids, they only heated the front room and the rest of the place was like an icebox. Rutabaga.
Swede. Rutabaga is Swede.
Do you grow Swedes?
I'm growing next year, this coming year for us, we're growing 2 types. One is Brora. B-R-O-R-A.
Brora.
I can't say. And the other one I think is Perfection with a K instead of a C.
Why has it got a K?
I think it's Dutch or something like that.
Okay.
So it's slightly different spelling.
Lovely, Paul.
One is just a...
Not sure what happened there.
Are we back for you? It sort of said it was disconnecting.
Yeah, can you just let us know that you can hear us, because we just had a connection issue. Hi, Nocturnal Butterfly.
What do you do?
Can you just verify, please, that we're still here? Good. Thank you.
Yeah, it disconnected for some reason.
Don't know what happened.
Don't know what happened.
It's Christmas Day. Anything could happen.
Oh, good grief. Gosh, all of that's coming in.
Yes, okay.
Yes, that's
moving
right.
forwards.
Yes.
Paul.
Yeah. No, I was going to say,
Are you?
yeah, I missed a comment about the rutabaga. What do you use the rutabaga for?
Mashed with butter and carrots.
Yeah. That's very much the Scottish way, isn't it? Is that neeps and tatties? Is that the Scottish neeps? I always get confused over, because a turnip in Scotland is a swede, I think, rather than the turnips that we have down here, like the Milan top, purple top. So, yeah.
I just like them anyway, as long as they're soft, Paul.
And butter.
Without woody bits in them.
I did roast some as chips one day, as mixed veg, and they didn't cook very well.
Disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Rutabaga fries and also roasted with other veggies.
And you, Richard, have a good day.
I do find that they take longer to roast than any other veg. Bye, Gabby.
Okay. Well, I guess a lot of people today are going to be using new devices, connecting to the internet, streaming TV. So,
Ona made our Christmas puddings.
Oh, lovely.
Fantastic.
Well done. Excellent.
We've got 2 in the fridge, which we might have today. Yeah.
Where did those come from?
Well, I look after things like that. You don't. Yeah.
I hope they've not been in the freezer for a whole year, Paul.
Yeah, most probably. You microwave. That's a good idea, Tony, to microwave. I hadn't thought of microwaving swede first.
Oh.
We do that. If we're looking for some quick roast potatoes, we will microwave potatoes, break them up, put a bit of oil in, and then bung them in the oven. And they crisp up nicely that way and quickly.
Yeah, well, I do my mash in the microwave.
You do your mash.
In fact, there is a video on our channel about that. Yes,
so we've got a few new potatoes to have from those Christmas potatoes I got up yesterday. But we're also going to be having roast potatoes as well. Cutting partly cooked when still rolling grated parmesan. Yeah, that sounds absolutely lovely.
Of course, we're not having my signature dish this year, are we?
What, the parsnips in Gruyere?
We're not having parsnips in Gruyere this year. That rhymes. Because we just couldn't be bothered, basically. But that is a lovely dish. Steamed parsnips in a Gruyere sauce.
By Samira.
Have a good day. White sauce flavoured with Gruyere and then baked in the oven. That, I can tell you now, is a treat.
It is. It's fabulous. Yeah.
I could whip some up.
We don't have any Gruyere.
Well, it doesn't have to be Gruyere.
We do have some goat's cheese, some hard goat's cheese.
No, it wouldn't work in goat's cheese. It would be too sharp.
It would.
No, it'd be too... No, goat's cheese is horrible when it's cooked. Ugh. It goes like snot.
No, it doesn't. No, you're thinking of soft goat's cheese.
No, I think cheddar would be the best.
Cheddar. So are you going to do that?
Maybe tomorrow.
Well, I'll need to dig up more parsnips.
Maybe tomorrow.
Hi, Hiker.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, Siggy. Yeah, it was cold here this morning, Nancy. In fact, yesterday, after the sun went down, the temperature really fell.
Are we watching anything on TV today? Yes, Discovery. Star Trek Discovery. Next episode tonight. It's Friday. Can't wait. Highlight of the week.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
I don't think we're watching anything Christmassy.
No.
I don't actually. I haven't even looked at what's on TV today.
Well, we rarely look at what's on TV, do we? We
Yeah,
just
not
turn the
really.
guide on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just turn the guide on, have a flick through.
We did watch Wurzel Gummidge yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Which we'll chat about in Sunday chat, but
Tomorrow,
I did enjoy
Sunday.
it. I did enjoy it.
Yes, I thought it was
I think it's
sweet.
charming.
It is charming, but not as charming as the last one.
I think there may only be one this year as well because of filming and COVID and all of that, which is a shame. I think there were a couple last year, weren't there?
Hi, Laura.
Oh, I think that's fine being on your mum on the phone chatting to your mum.
Star Trek Discovery is absolutely fantastic. It really is brilliant. You know, if you don't watch Star Trek, you know, start with Discovery. Why not? Such a good story. Such a good bloody story. And the twists and the turns.
Yeah.
The characters. So fantastic. So good. Really
and Brian, yes, we started watching The Man in the High Castle about 2 years ago, and we watched the first 2 series in full.
Yeah.
And then something happened in the 3rd series, and we sort of went, oh, and then switched off, and we haven't even finished the 3rd series.
Yeah,
but we did enjoy the first couple of series, definitely.
I think the story took a turn and we were like, really?
Yeah.
It was an unexpected turn, but not, you know how some programs don't particularly please you with something that they do, because the writers have decided that the story's going to go this way. And you're like, really? Would it go that way? And it was just disappointing. But life is disappointing.
Well, life can be disappointing. Yes,
not. I think you need to get used to it.
It's like the haunting of not Bly Manor, the one that came first, the one that came before Bly Manor, the haunting of whatever it was.
Hill House.
Hill House. It got to a certain point and then an animal died. And we went, no, don't need that in our lives. And we stopped watching it. Didn't we?
I do have a problem watching if they're gratuitous in the way they do things like that. I don't like it. No.
Yeah, it's like,
well, that's put a mockers on it, Paul, hasn't it? Talking about animal death.
Well, no, I mean that's right. Laura says totally agree about Man in the High Castle. Such a disappointment. Yeah, I mean I love Philip K. Dick as well. I've watched I think all adaptations and read all of his books.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I read all his books when I was in my early teens and really enjoyed them. And Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, is still one of my favourite films.
But even with that, the book is not like the film.
No, it's not.
Because I've read the book.
It's not.
Do androids dream of electric sheep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very different. Very different. But, you know, Hollywood. But
I think that's the same with a whole load of different books that are good, and then they get made into films. And sometimes it's better. With Devil's Advocate, the ending of Devil's Advocate, I think, is better than the original book, though the author wouldn't like me saying that.
Yes, I agree with you. The bit with Vanessa singing was quite emotional, wasn't it? Yeah.
I worked with Vanessa on a number of occasions and adore Vanessa. I remember seeing her in a show called When She Danced. And the thing with Vanessa is if she's in a long running show of sort of 6 or 8 or actually 12 weeks, she gets a bit bored with it after maybe 6 or 8 weeks. And I saw this show on the first preview. It was a Saturday matinee, and I cried. It was such an amazing show. And then I saw it again 10 weeks later, and I thought, very different. But I adore Vanessa, and in fact, I worked with all of the Redgraves over a number of different years, and particularly Shakespeare for my father. That was Lynn Redgrave in that at the Theatre Royal Haymarket.
That was superb.
I cried several times through that performance. So amazing, so amazing.
And I was honoured to meet her as well.
Yeah,
I was so honoured to meet Lynn Redgrave. She was lovely, really lovely, and it was such a good show.
And in fact, when this was running at the Theatre Royal Haymarket, This Is Your Life was running, and they did This Is Your Life from the Theatre Royal Haymarket with Lynn. So the curtain came down, and totally unbeknownst to Lynn, 15 minutes later, the curtain was back up. She was back on stage, and the recording of This Is Your Life happened.
He has, Caroline. Paul has worked with quite a number of famous people. When you're in theatre marketing, it's your job to make sure the show is being sold to its best advantage. And it's also your job to make sure that the artists in the show are all happy with how it's going, because the show is your responsibility in order to make as many sales as possible. And it's also your responsibility to make sure the cast and the crew are happy with what's going on, so they give their best, to the show. So word of mouth propels the show along, because the audience has enjoyed it, the audience will talk about it, and that's one of your best methods of selling a show, word of mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I agree with you, Jane, with Discovery. It's very true. And Paul and I have said that actually recently the stories in Discovery have become more Star Trek-y, as in they are adventures each week.
Yeah.
But there is this overarching storyline as well. So I totally agree with you. But it didn't stop us enjoying Discovery in the beginning.
No.
It was still, it grabbed us because of the characters.
Yeah.
And because of Michael Burnham, really.
Yeah.
It's Michael Burnham's story, essentially, isn't it?
Do you think Michael Burnham is responsible for the burn?
Oh, shut up. Don't even open up that wormhole.
That just came to me when you said
Did you see
Burnham.
what I did there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Can of worms,
Yeah,
wormhole, Star Trek.
Yeah,
I thought that was clever.
I got that. Yes, Caroline, I did a season at the Old Vic with Marcel Marceau as well, which was interesting. Yeah, Le Chapeau Melon.
Before he died?
Well, it wouldn't have been after he died, because it wouldn't have been very active, would it?
No, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, The Expanse, Jane.
Oh, we love The Expanse. Big Expanse fans.
So we watched the first 3 of series 5.
Now, Jane, can you guess? Sorry, Paul, for interjecting.
Again.
Jane, can you guess who my favourite character is in Discovery and who my favourite character is in The Expanse? Yes. Can you guess?
Hi, Jeanette.
Hi, Jeanette.
Yeah, and Marcel Marceau was lovely.
Lovely, Paul.
And he did sadly die several years later.
So, Laura, I was a Star Wars fan of the original trilogy. I was 10 when Star Wars came out, so, how can you fail not to be? The new stuff, I quite liked Attack of the Clones, and I quite like... No, Jane, you're barking up the wrong tree, love. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Is that because he's tall and gangly?
I do like Saru. No, my favourite characters are Philippa and Christian. Yeah, I love her. I love her voice. Oh, God, yeah.
Philippa is just
love
a
Philippa.
Fantastic character.
Yeah, love her.
Oh, dear.
Of course. But what were we saying? We were saying... What was I saying?
I don't know, you interrupted me.
What was I saying? What was I doing? Who are we? Where are we? What is the day? It's Christmas Day.
Phantom with Daniel Day-Lewis. Phantom Thread. No, I don't know that one.
No. So, yes.
Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm not great fan of Daniel Day-Lewis.
I loved My Beautiful Laundrette.
Yeah, My Beautiful Laundrette was great.
Yes, Jane, Philippa spin-off. I've heard about this. Yes, can't wait. Can't wait, because she is amazing. Love her.
But we haven't really got into the rest of
Thank you, Jessie.
The Star Treks, and now that they're on Disney,
Star Wars.
Yeah. Now they're on Disney. Yeah, we don't have Disney, so as we said, we enjoyed
thingy, Rogue One, didn't we?
It was all right.
I enjoyed Rogue One. I thought it was good. Right. Apart from the cross-eyed Princess Leia at the end. Yeah. Carol, sorry. What did you say, my darling? Well, yes, she does, Jane. Yeah, we don't have any kind of script when we're doing live shows. So we don't have a list like we normally do with Sunday Chat. So if I lose the thread and interject with Paul.
If
and when.
When, not if, when.
You're all right. You don't need to make a meal out of it, Paul.
When.
You don't have to make a big hoo-ha and a brouhaha.
Oh, I love that word, brouhaha.
Yes.
I do love that word.
Well, it suits you down to a T, Paul. So lovely. What was I saying? I don't know who I am now. I'm the Christmas fairy. That's it. What? Well, I am. It's Christmas and I'm a fairy.
Well, yeah, you are.
And I'm going to grant you 3 wishes, Paul. If I could grant you, think about this, everybody. If the Christmas fairy could grant you 3 wishes, what would those wishes be? What would your 3 wishes be, Paul? I'm the Christmas fairy. You have 3 wishes.
I think...
Wish, bitch.
Peace, joy, and goodwill to all men.
Well, that's 1.
No, that's 3. Peace, joy, and goodwill.
No, come on.
I wish next year my radishes would actually form radishes. That would definitely be a wish. What else? I would like to I wish to go and see Mum without any epidemic, because we haven't seen Mum since the 2nd of March, and that's quite difficult.
A long time, but anyway.
And free chocolates for all. There we are. What Tony says. You'd like free chocolates. What are yours?
I don't have any, because I am the Christmas fairy granting the wishes. So I'm magical. So I can have whatever I want anyway.
More growing space.
But if I were to choose, it would be to eradicate war, eradicate disease, and to... I don't know what the third one would be. I just think to get rid of all the things that make life so difficult for people. But then, is struggle part and parcel of being human? I think it is, isn't it? Well, that's not something to laugh at. Paul.
No, I was laughing at what someone was saying.
I was being profound and interesting. Don't interrupt me when I'm doing that. It doesn't happen very often.
I wasn't listening. Actually, Jeanette, that's interesting. I was thinking, our moving plans. I've got a feeling
it's all up in the air.
Yeah, but I've got a feeling that we're going to be moving. I've had that feeling before, and I was completely wrong. I did see a lovely house in Wales the other day, and everything about it was perfect, apart from it was on a main road, so it wasn't perfect.
We are looking for a property, but there are all sorts of things that need to be done to this house before it can be sold, because it's an old property and we're really, really not very good at certain parts of its upkeep, because this year we've had to get several things done but couldn't, because it's difficult to get hold of people that will do certain jobs. So yeah, it's an ongoing saga.
Yeah, but the we need to do certain things in the house, but we don't need to do lots of things in the house.
But I have done quite a lot
You
this year.
You have, and you said you're going to be painting.
I'm going to be doing some more indoor renovations, renovation, very soon. And
yeah, I saw that, Anna, about the flooding and evacuation.
Terrible.
We're still thinking about Wales, but we're also thinking more into Shropshire as well.
Well, we're not. We're thinking more towards where my family live.
Isn't that towards Shropshire?
Well, sort of, but you know, if we could get into Staffordshire or Cheshire, that would be quite good.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Yeah, I think yeah. So we're still looking. We're still looking.
Yeah.
Gosh, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, we're truly international today here on Richard and Paul. That's Richard and Paul since 2017. That's contractual.
Christmas on Guernsey must be great. I think Christmas. I don't know. I always wanted snow at Christmas, and of course, you don't have snow really in Guernsey.
You rarely have snow in London.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, Christmas. I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, all of our young Christmases were great in Guernsey, and all of that was great. But I don't think Christmas in Guernsey is any better or worse than anywhere else.
You've got better views than Guernsey.
Oh, you've got lots of views, and you've got lots of good walks within very close sort of distance.
Oh, look, Paul.
So that's nice.
A Christmas bird.
Well, was that Lady Macbeth? Yeah, Lady Macbeth. I picture us in a more than a small cottage with a
Hi, Elaine.
Not just a vegetable patch, but
Hi, Beverly.
A big vegetable area, and an area that I can plan and plant an orchard. That's what I would like to do. But of course, that needs acreage to do that. But yeah. I think we've looked at sort of houses, and we sort of think, well, actually, we only need 2 bedrooms. And then actually, because of Richard's photography and other things, I think we do need definitely 3 bedrooms or some outhouses we can convert.
I would love to have a place where I could just set stuff up and just be able to go and take photographs. The problem with our house now is that it's lovely. It's a nice size, but the rooms are small. And you're tripping over yourself if you start setting lights up and things like that. You're tripping over yourself because it's quite cramped. So I'd love a bit of space in terms of a studio or a barn or something like that.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't, Izzy. We
not
don't
at all, Izzy.
We don't really. Where we are at the moment, it's like a village. So London is really a collection of villages, and it's very small and villagey, apart from the main roads, which it becomes very obvious you're in a city because the main roads are busy. So we could really be anywhere. Yes, we're in a community. Yes, we know our neighbours. They know ours. So that familiarity is quite nice. And it would be difficult to move. It would be emotionally quite hard, but we're ready for it. We've been in this house for 17 years nearly.
Yeah.
Which is the longest I've ever been in any one house.
And me.
So
and me too.
We are attached to the house, but at the end of the day, it's bricks and mortar. And it's very built up. There's a lot of people around us. So we'd just like a feeling of space now, and being able to have a distant view. Yes, we have got distant views from the rooftops, as most of you have seen if you follow us on Facebook. But when you're down here on the ground floor, you look out over other houses and other gardens. So having a distant view from where you sit on your sofa would be lovely.
We did have we had a look at a house called Fronlas in Wales several years ago, and it had one major pitfall, but actually the views from it were just absolutely stunning and perfect. But the house wasn't.
Absolutely, Anne. We would. But one of the things for me, as we get older, I would kind of like to be nearer to my family, because I've spent, a large part of my life away from the family because of moving to London. And even though we're in touch, it would be nice to see more of them. So that's one of the things that I would like to do.
I think the other thing about not missing London is the fact that we don't use it anymore.
No, we don't go into London.
And even for my work, the last meeting I had for work in central London was 2 Easters ago.
Yeah.
So that's 2.5 years ago was the last time I had a meeting for work in central London. So yeah, we don't use the facilities in central London. We don't go to the theatre. We did all of that when we were working in theatre. And the thought of having, or not having to go, but the thought of going to see a theatrical production now just doesn't excite me, really. So we might as well be elsewhere.
And the thought of having to go to work in central London and commute, that would fill me with dread.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do that. So also part of the reason for wanting to move is to also free up a little bit of cash as well, which is tied up in the house. That would enable us to do more. By Jane. It would enable us to do more of the things that we want to do in life for the remainder of our lives, seeing as I'm now nearly 40.
But Izzy, you're sort of in the same situation as us with where you live. You're right on the outskirts, and with us, we're right on the outskirts of London.
Yeah.
If you go
we're
on the other
far
side,
west, aren't we, as you can go?
If you go on the other side of the canal, you're actually outside of London, basically.
Yeah.
So we have wonderful greenery really nearby, as you've seen from the allotment and all of that, and the community gardens.
In answer to your question, Lady Macbeth, I think it was you, Paul works from home already, and of course I work from home at the latter half of the week, which is when we do our social media, because this has now become a part-time job for us. We constantly post on social media, and we make a few videos a week. Well, a couple. You make more than I do, but that would be ramped up if we were both working from home full time. So we would just make sure we were doing more things, and hopefully we can branch out into a little bit of merchandise, stuff like that. I would probably extend my photography a little bit further than I do at the moment.
I would love to have a little nursery where I could grow plants and sell them and send them on to people. But it's having the time and having the space to do that.
I'd love to work in a nursery with you. I'd love that. We could do a little tea shop as well.
Yeah, you can be in the tea shop.
It could be like a little mini garden centre. I'd love to do that. I really would.
We did look at a property
Organic,
that had...
grow your own.
We did look at a property that had a small nursery attached to it a couple of years ago. Again, it was sort of in the wrong place. The house wasn't right, but the property, the land was right, but the house wasn't right. But yeah, I quite like to do that. Homemade
cakes and biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, we could even do, set up things to send to people, make
little online thing.
I mean, you used to make soap, didn't you?
I did used to make soap, and I used to sell them at craft fairs, and I was quite successful. It's virtually pure profit, but...
Well, it's not, because there's time, there's ingredients, and then it's not. You see, the thing is, I've been in business myself for 20 years, so I look at profit in a very different way to Richard.
No, it was fairly easy money, but
it wasn't, because you had to go to craft fairs and
you have to
sell
travel
them.
around, you have to do lots of really careful work, and absolutely, yes, we'll hopefully meet people one day.
I mean, we
could do a meet and greet.
We did think about if there was a spare bedroom or a couple of spare bedrooms,
yes,
we would most probably do Airbnb.
Yes.
So we would want to do it our way, if you see what I mean. Most of what we do is a little bit different.
What do you mean?
Well, we'd want to include certain things and be part of it, and but we thought many years ago about opening a small guest house, which is going back to what my mum and dad used to do.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, it would be a self-contained annex. Yeah, so the people that are visiting don't have to go. I don't want to be involved with people who are visiting.
You'll be in the tea room serving them breakfast.
I just want them to come in, enjoy themselves, have a nice clean place to stay, and then go.
You see, that I think is maybe not pilgrimage, Izzy, but a nice place that subscribers could come and we could all have a chat and have tea and cake and biscuits and shortbread.
And you'll all have to pay £20 per person.
Per cheese straw. Yeah. Per cheese straw.
We'll do some signed photographs that you can buy.
£1,000 for a signed photograph. There we are.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Paul. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Karina, we realise that there is no such thing as perfection in life. So, you've got to sort of compromise with certain things, but there are certain things that we will insist on, which is not near a main road, not within earshot of a motorway, because we've got that already.
Yeah.
And no immediate neighbours, because immediate neighbours are annoying. We know. We've lived in the city for God knows how long. And also the other stipulation would be 2 toilets.
Yes.
2 toilets. There's got to be a toilet for guests and a toilet for us.
Well, yeah, but there also needs to, there would if we've got guests, but there also needs to be 2 loos. I mean, we've got 3 loos in our house at the moment.
We're a 3 loo household.
And as 2 people, we're not generally using 3 loos at the same time. But when we do come in from a walk in the Chilterns and we're both desperate for a pee, having 2 loos is very handy.
And a boot room as well.
Oh, a boot room. You see, this is where From Last, the one that we saw, it had a fantastic utility room.
Move on from Last.
I know, but
leave it behind. Move on. Gosh,
it was good though.
Honestly. Anyway, we've been going for an hour now, so we're going to start tying things up and saying goodbye, because we've got our Christmas Day to get on with as well.
You've got chocolates to eat.
I've got chocolates to eat.
Have you got that orange one? Terry's chocolate orange out yet?
Not
that
yet.
was me banging the Terry's chocolate orange.
Yes, I think so, Geraldine. Absolutely. Ensuite, yes, one of them has to be an ensuite. I'd actually like ensuite, bathroom, and downstairs loo. That's what I'd really like, because that's kind of almost what we've got now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
So we don't have an ensuite, but we've got a bathroom next to our bathroom, and we've got a shower room at the top of the house.
We've got a bathroom next to our bathroom.
Next to our bedroom. I meant bedroom. Anyway, we're going now. We're tying up. We're saying goodbye. We want to say a big thank you to all of you for joining us. We really appreciate it, because, of course, without you, the viewers, there is no show.
No.
So it's all about you guys. So thank you for joining us. Have a lovely day. If you're at the end of your day, we hope you've enjoyed it. If you're at the beginning of your day, we hope you have a great one. And if you're asleep, well, have a good sleep.
And of course, you might be in New Zealand or Australia and you're on a different day completely.
Yes,
it's Boxing Day for you.
Happy Boxing Day. Happy Christmas Eve if you're behind. Could some people still be on Christmas Eve, Paul?
No.
Or has that well and truly finished
That's
now?
well and truly finished.
Oh, that's
Christmas Eve is only 364 days away.
That's frightening. I'm frightened now. There's a magpie. Anyway, look over there.
That was Jade at Essence Hall in RuPaul.
Thank you for joining us. We love you very much. We hope you have a great holiday, whatever you're doing. So thank you and take care. And we will see you very soon. In fact, we'll see you on Sunday for Sunday Chat.
We will do.
So have a wonderful holiday.
Whatever you're doing, whether it's quiet or busy, enjoy it.
Yes.
And take some time to yourself as well.
Well, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. And thank you. So we're saying goodbye now. Get your goodbyes in before we click off. In fact, I don't even know how to click off on here.
We were doing Planet Vegetaria live last night and we didn't know how to finish it.
Maybe we'll be stuck in a live show for the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives.
Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, there we are. Right. Have a good day, everyone.
Take care.
See you very soon. Bye.
We're going to try and click away now.
We'll most probably click and all the comments will come up and they'll stay up.
What's happening. We don't know how to do it.
Bye,
bye,
all.
bye, 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 bye. We're just going to keep saying bye until we find.
Now that says save, highlight,
no, it's not
share,
that one.
or mute microphone.
It's not that
It's not that one.
Or maybe it's that cross at the top.
Oh, there's a cross. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Is it that one? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is. We're saying goodbye now for real. We found it. We found the key. We found the secret. Take care. Bye.